Something is changing in your life. Change is afoot, and today we are going to figure out through a pick a pile reading what exactly it is. Let's get into it. Okay, so starting off with, we have the cats, and then we have Tarot of the Divine, and then we have the Dolls Tarot here on the other side. So, which deck do you think is appealing most to you right now? I'll let you sit with that for a little bit. And just as a reminder, we are figuring out what is changing for you today. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to start off with this deck. The other decks will come later on in the video. Let's get to it. Okay, starting off with the Cat Tarot deck. Let's go. Let's give them a shuffle and see what's changing for you. I'm going to pull 3 cards from each deck, and we are going to look at what's coming up. So, let's have a little look. Have a little shuffle. Okay, deck, tell us what is coming up for the person who is watching this video today. If I can just frame it properly within the video. Hey, this is the first time I'm doing this, so on YouTube anyway. Definitely not my first tarot reading ever. I've been doing this for years now. Okay. So it really feels like you are manifesting for yourself an open door. It feels recently, up until now, maybe you've been struggling to get adequate sleep, struggling with your mental health even, maybe you've been feeling very, very anxious or very upset over the way that things are looking in your life, specifically over the fact that more of your manifestations aren't coming in quicker, right? But it seems like some big change is coming for you. You have somehow, over the last couple of weeks, got yourself into an energy where you are becoming a master manifester. So I don't know if you have triggered some sort of change in your life by adapting your diet, getting better nutrition, looking after yourself better, hanging out with people more, being more creative, getting your head down and working towards your goals. Anything that you might have changed over the last couple of weeks is really having a massive effect on how fast you can move into your future, right? It's like after a really long time of just feeling down and out, and like, you know, you would struggle to make any decision even if the opportunities presented themselves. Now opportunities are going to start presenting themselves, and not only that, but you're going to take advantage of them. Because I feel like in this mindset here with the 9 of Swords, in the past, if an opportunity presented itself, you might feel too nervous or too anxious to take it, whereas something has changed in your energy that now allows you to walk through open doors, and decisively so as well, with that Knight of Coins. You know, Knight of Coins, not coins, swords. I've got a bit of a slow brain today. That Knight of Swords is a decision maker. It's someone who goes with their first instinct. It's someone who absolutely knows that, you know, when the answer is yes, and they know when the answer is no, but when the answer is yes, they just go for it, right? So your life is starting to take on a new direction. You're walking through new open doors. My gosh, what is happening to my brain today? And you're following your instincts towards hopefully your own success, but definitely towards more movement. Where life has felt very stagnant recently, you're going to start seeing very impressive and decisive forward movement happening in your life. Finally. And this is a good thing. This feels like it's what you've been manifesting. It feels like what you've been trying to bring in for yourself for so long is actually coming into your life. So congratulations to you on this one. And of course, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can do via my description, because this is YouTube. How strange. I'm so used to TikTok. Link in bio. Okay, let's move on to the second deck. Okay, and if you chose the second deck, Tarot of the Divine, let us have a little look at what might be changing for you over the next few weeks. Give it a little shuffle. Okay, Tarot of the Divine, tell us what is coming in for our viewer over the next couple of weeks. What's changing? 8 of Coins. Ooh! Ace of Wands. Love that. Oh, and the 5 of Wands as well. Okay. This is an interesting one. This is a very interesting spread here. We have got the 8 of Coins. So I see that recently you've been working really, really hard. You have been studying, you've been putting your head down, you've been trying your best to put in the hours to get results. and that's very commendable. Now something is coming up for you, probably through this consistency in your work. Something is coming through for you which is going to ignite a passion in you, which is going to feel much more exciting than what you have been doing up until now. However, you should know that this might cause a little bit of internal conflict within you. This opportunity coming through for you here, this really exciting one, which you would love to take, maybe it's artistic, maybe it's creative, maybe it just kind of lights something up in you that you haven't really felt in a little while, is not the status quo. And if you were to stay in the status quo, you'd stay in this energy of toiling away and putting in the work that you need to survive and, you know, to earn a salary and to take care of yourself. But something extra has been tacked on top. This could be a little controversial for you because this seems to be taking your focus away from the hard graft and taking your focus towards something that's much more exciting. And you might feel initially a little bit threatened by that, because where you have always maybe based your self-worth on how hard you work, how many hours you work, and like almost the hustle sort of grind culture, you're now being asked to value creativity and free-flowing energy, and you're being asked to nurture a spark which could initially come through as a bit of a distraction for you. You might be worried that it's going to distract you from this work that's happening over here. In addition to that, with Five of Wands, you may have some people in your life, when this opportunity comes through here, you may have some people in your life who initially are not that enthusiastic about you taking this opportunity. They like you in the energy where you're working hard, you're predictable, they know what they're going to get. They know what hour you're going to turn up. They know what kind of work that you're going to do. They know what energy you're going to be in. You have been very consistent and almost kind of like quite quiet, like sort of, you know, being seen but maybe not heard over the last few months while you've been getting on with it. Now that you're starting to shine, you're starting to sparkle a bit more and more opportunities are coming through for you, some people, not all, but some people might just sort of prefer to have you back in the place that they sort of are familiar with you being. Don't be tempted to make yourself small just to make other people comfortable. Don't dull your shine for the sake of other people and keeping them in a place where they feel safe, I guess. Yeah. Sometimes people try and hold us back when they're projecting something onto us about their own like fear of success. Or fear of change. So yes, change is happening. Your ego might have something to say about it, and other people's egos might have something to say about it. But this spark here is really worth you exploring. When it comes up as a result of your hard work, take it. Take that opportunity to say yes to something that really excites you, even if it's not the status quo, even if it looks different to what you've been doing so far, because I feel like it's almost a reward, right? A more creative, more sparky life path is ahead of you right now, and I feel like you could do well to say yes to it. Exciting. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, and now on to Doll's Tarot. This is the third deck. I love this deck so much. It was gifted to me by the lovely Molly Soda, so I always give it a little shout out. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can gain from these cards today. What is changing for you? What's changing for you? Set you down. Okay. Now, why did I know that we were going to see the Wheel of Fortune with this one? How crazy is that? It's always weird predicting the cards. I didn't predict that Ten of Swords next to it, though. Okay. Knight of Coins. Oh, okay, so this is juicy. What is instantly coming through to me here is that maybe you have been living off concepts of a plan for a really long time now. Maybe you had a bit of a stroke of luck a number of months ago, some time ago, which was this Wheel of Fortune in action. And it felt kind of destined, it felt fated, it felt like things were sort of all going your way and things felt easy. For a really long time, they were just sort of free flowing. Recently, maybe things have got more difficult for you. It's got hard for you. The Ten of Swords is talking about like feeling completely defeated and feeling like you literally can't drag yourself any further. And I almost feel like you've been trying to drag this stretch of good luck and good fortune out in place of being a bit inventive with how you're going to keep this good fortune in your life by taking action. Do you see what I mean? The best example that I can give you I feel like it probably is best to give you an example right now. So I'm just thinking about whether I actually want to tell you this or not, but I think I will. So earlier in my tarot career, there was a big TikTok video made about me and my readings, and it became really popular. And I sort of rode the wave of that success for a little while, and I wasn't doing anything differently, and I didn't really adapt my approach to tarot. I sort of was resting on my laurels a little bit because this good luck had happened. I was still feeling the effects of the good luck and that one video being made 6 months later. And then suddenly I kind of realized, fuck, something needs to change. I really feel like I'm not doing as well as I could be doing right now. I'm, maybe struggling to make ends meet in some way. Struggling also with my relationship to the tarot at some point as well. Not anymore. We're good now. But that was a tough moment to know that, okay, that stroke of good luck is not going to last forever. It was a kick up the arse to show me what would be possible if I could keep it up, if I could be consistent with my output. But I wasn't. I got complacent. I got lazy. So I wonder if there is maybe a thing that's happened in your life over the last couple of years which it came into your life to show you how good things could be if you were consistent with your output, but since then you have not been maybe as consistent as you could have been, or you've not been finding ways to continue showing up for this area of your life. You've sort of been resting on your laurels, maybe got a bit complacent, and that's maybe why you're struggling a little bit now. But with the Knight of Coins, you can totally bring this back. I feel like what's changing for you is your attitude towards good luck and how to create it, good fortune and how to create it. And I do think that we can create good fortune. I think all it takes is us making the first few steps. If something's not working in our life, what can we do to change what happens here? What can we do to make adaptations to welcome in good fortune again? Sometimes it just takes us being a little bit inventive with trying new ways, and it also takes consistency as well. So if you're looking to continue positive change in your life after it feels like your luck is starting to run out, all you have to do is be proactive in trying to bring yourself back to a place where you feel like luck is on your side again. Just put in like 20 minutes daily or like even 20 minutes 5 days a week to working towards this thing that you want to change. Like if it's your financial situation, do some research on like how to improve your financial situation and put 20 minutes into that 5 days a week. If you have been wanting to improve your creative prospects, be creative, 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week. If you've been wanting to improve your social life, socialize, put yourself out there for 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and you will start to see this luck this wheel start turning, this luck building up in your life again, this good fortune building up in your life again. It's just because the wheel spun once and you let it spin out without doing anything to keep the wheel spinning in the first place, which is why you're feeling like this now. But it's not forever. You can change it. Things are changing. You will be in a good place to change things for yourself very, very soon. Just take a little mental note of that one. You guys, this group 3, you have the most work to do out of anybody else in this reading, I'm afraid, but I still feel like this is a good reading overall. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. As always, if you would like to book a reading with me, then you can do via my video description or via my website. If you just want to go to postergirl p0stergirl.com, you will find me there and you can book readings there. Thanks for joining me today for this really fun little sesh. Okay, bye.